know the difference between builders that earn $100 for a project versus $5,000? They know what local businesses actually want to buy. I've built AI systems that have both saved and generated tens of thousands of dollars per year. And today I'm going to show you the exact 5 services that local businesses will pay a premium price for. I help builders and freelancers transition to AI consultants who close 4-figure projects and retainers. And these are the services that actually move the needle with local businesses. We're going through 5 proven AI services, why they work, and the specific business problems that they solve. And I'll tell you which of these 5 consistently closes the highest ticket deals and why most builders always overlook it. If you want to land your first or next AI client, you can take part in my 4-week challenge inside of my free school community of like-minded people, where you'll find a free course that's honestly better than most paid courses out there, and you'll get direct one-on-one access to me for whatever questions you might have. The link is in the description down below. All right, now let's dive in. First up is AI voice agents. Now let me show you what this looks like in practice. Imagine it's 12 p.m. and a customer hits your website. They have a question, they want to book an appointment, or maybe they need help with something urgent. On one side, you've got the typical local business owner. They're with another customer or they're on a job site and their phone is on silent. And now that lead just bounced to a competitor that just answered their phone. On the other side, you've got an AI voice agent that's handling 10 calls at a time, all while the business owner is doing exactly what they do best, which is serve their customers. Think about that relief for the business owner, never missing another lead because you were busy helping another customer. That is what business owners are paying for. So here's how this actually works. AI voice agents handle appointment booking and customer service 24/7, allowing business owners to reallocate their time and the time of their staff to revenue generating activities. You've got inbound agents that respond to lead inquiries instantly, and outbound agents that follow up on missed calls and dormant leads. I built an outbound AI voice agent for a business that generated an additional $118,000 because it contacted leads who had sent an inquiry into the business immediately instead of waiting hours or days to get back to them. I also built an inbound voice agent that ended up saving $1,600 a month instead of having to pay that to an outsourced call center. Speed to lead equals more revenue for the business, and that's an easy sell. So what do you charge the business for something like this? Here's how I think about pricing voice agents. For a service-based business where the lifetime value of a customer is in the thousands of dollars, a basic inbound voice agent that's handling frequently asked questions and booking appointments, you're looking at $1,000 to $3,000 one-time setup, plus $500 to $1,000 a month for maintenance and API costs. For an outbound agent that does lead follow-up and reactivation calls, you can charge $3,000 to $5,000 for the setup because the return on investment is directly measurable. If that agent generates even one additional customer every month, it's already paid for itself. But here's the key, you're not pricing based on the time that it takes to set it up. You're pricing based on the value you're creating for the business. If you save them $1,600 a month on a call center like I did, charging $5,000 for a one-time setup fee is a no-brainer. They break even in 3 months and then they save money forever after that. And if your voice agent generates an additional $118,000 in revenue like mine did, they would be insane not to pay you $10,000 for that. That's why understanding the business problems is way more important than understanding the technology. Now, once you're capturing leads faster, the next thing that every local business needs is a solid lead magnet and nurture system. So let me show you the problem that most local small businesses face. They're watching their competitors get all of the business while their phone stays silent. They know that potential customers are out there, but they don't have any way to reach them. It's like having a 24/7 sales employee that never actually shows up to work, versus an automated system that works like a sales employee that actually does their job, capturing leads, following up, and nurturing prospects into customers. Here's what this looks like in practice. Educational lead magnet captures contact information, then SMS and email sequences nurture that prospect into a booked appointment. You drive social media traffic to a valuable resource, your lead magnet, capture the lead info, and then automated sequences guide them to booking an appointment. I built a simple lead magnet for a business that generated tens of thousands of dollars in revenue for basically free. I linked the lead magnet to the business's social accounts, and then they drove leads to that link using a call to action in their content. It generated dozens of leads for the business. Plus, leads that opt into your lead magnet can be sold if they're outside of the service area of that business. So you're not just making money from one client, you're creating multiple revenue streams from the same system. Pricing this one depends on the type of business that you're setting it up for and what the value of a customer is to them. A simple lead magnet with basic email follow-up could be $1,000 to $2,000 as a one-time setup fee, plus a monthly subscription. But if you're building a full nurture system with SMS, email, and segmentation based on responses, you can charge $4,000 to $6,000 plus a monthly subscription. The beautiful part about lead magnets is that they generate leads 24/7 without an ongoing cost to the business. So even if you charge $5,000 up front, if that system generates 100 leads over the course of the next year and only 10 of them convert, that business makes their money back and then some. Plus, you can even offer this as a performance-based model. Charge a smaller fee up front plus a percentage of the revenue from the leads that this system generates. That removes all of the risk for the business and creates a massive upside for you. Okay, so now you're capturing leads and nurturing them, but here's where a lot of local businesses drop the ball. Social media content automation. So if you're a business owner, picture this. A potential customer Googles your business, clicks through to your social media, and the last post is from 2019, or worse, there's no content posted at all. So what does that tell them? That you're either out of business or you don't care about your customers. Now imagine they see consistent, branded, polished content being posted regularly. So branded posts, team photos, helpful tips, that kind of a thing. What does that tell them? That the business is established, professional, and actively engaged with their customers. That's the difference between embarrassment and credibility. And side note, I know a thing or two about this. When I was working at my 9-to-5 as the marketing manager, I took our social media following from 800 people to 17,000, and we regularly got leads from my social media posts. And they said that they only went with us because of the content we were posting on social media. Okay, so back to the social media content automation. Here's how it works. AI-generated posts with automatic scheduling keeps businesses looking active and legitimate online, even without dedicated marketing staff. AI creates branded content. Tools like Nano Banana Pro create professional-looking team photos, even if they don't have any. And platforms like Late, which you can easily incorporate into N8N, handle the automatic posting. For small businesses that want an online presence so they look legit, this system posts consistently branded content, even if they don't have any videos or images to start with. And I know what you're thinking, Lindsay, isn't this basic social media management? No, this is specifically AI-powered content creation that removes the biggest barrier for local businesses. They don't know what to post and they don't have time to create content. You're not managing their social media, you're delivering an AI-powered system that manages it for them. And here's where most people underprice this service. They just hear social media posting and think $500. No, you're not selling social media management. You're selling credibility and legitimacy. You're solving the problem of a business looking unprofessional online, which I know from firsthand experience can either make or lose businesses thousands of dollars in revenue. For a system that generates 30 to 60 AI-generated posts every month, along with branded visuals, you can charge $1,000 to $2,000 a month as a retainer. Why? Because they would pay a social media manager $3,000 to $5,000 a month just to do that role. So you're actually giving them a 50% savings while you profit from automation. And if you want to go for a one-time payment instead of a retainer, charge $3,000 to $5,000 to build the system, then $500 to $800 a month for content creation and posting. Either way, you're making real money and the AI is doing all the work. So now you're getting leads and you look professional online, but here's the service that creates customers who bring you more customers, the customer referral and review system. So let me break this down for you and let's look at the compound effect. So one happy customer leaves a positive review and refers 2 friends. Now those 2 friends become paying customers. They each leave a review and refer 2 more friends. Now you've got exponential growth happening automatically. This is the exciting thing about customers who will generate more business for you, but you don't pay them anything up front. So think about that. Every satisfied customer has the potential to become an automatic marketing machine for you. So here's how it works. Automated requests turn satisfied customers into review generators, and referral sources, which lowers customer acquisition costs and boosting local search rankings. So you trigger automated review requests and referral requests after service is completed, and then referral bonuses only get paid once that person that they referred becomes a paying customer. So these are free customers that generate more free customers. Businesses don't pay for these leads until after they've already converted. This is especially valuable for businesses like restaurants, home service businesses, mechanics. The list goes on and on. Pricing this service is pretty straightforward because the return on investment is so obvious. Most businesses are willing to pay $2,000 to $4,000 to set up this automated customer referral and review system. But here's where it gets interesting. You can also do revenue share. So charge $1,500 up front, then take 10 to 20% of the revenue generated from the referrals that come through your system. And why would a business agree to that? Because they're literally paying you from money that they wouldn't have earned were it not for your system. So it's pure profit for them. And once you prove that this system works and they start to see the Google reviews rolling in and the referrals rolling in, then they're gonna want you to build more systems for them. This is your foot in the door to sell them voice agents, lead magnets, and everything else. All right, so now you're getting new customers, but here's the service that makes money from customers that you already have: database reactivation systems. Here's what most local businesses don't realize. Their existing customer database is like a gold mine with thousands of dollars sitting there untouched. They've got leads from 6 months ago who were interested but didn't buy, or they have customers who bought once and then never came back. All of that is just money sitting on the table versus a reactivation system that turns those cold leads into hot sales. Imagine the regret when business owners realize the amount of money that has just been sitting in their database this whole time. So here's how it actually works. Email, SMS, and voice agents reactivate dormant leads with segmented offers based on where they are in the customer life cycle. So you segment the existing database, then create targeted offers, and then blast everyone en masse. So let's say it's for a gym. You can reach out to members who are canceling or already canceled and offer them a free personal training session if they come back. Or for home service businesses like insulation, roofing, HVAC, you offer discounts on open estimates to convert high-ticket customers, and then maintenance memberships or discounted tune-ups for everyone else. So you're making money from people who've already spent money with you and already know and trust the business. And this is where you can charge the most because the return on investment is immediately visible. I price database reactivation campaigns anywhere between $2,000 and $8,000, depending on database size and campaign complexity. And here's why they'll pay it. Let's say you're working with an HVAC company that has 5,000 leads sitting in their database. Even if only 5% convert, that's 250 customers. If the average job value is $3,000, that's $750,000 in revenue. And that's from a database that they weren't even using. So you charge $8,000 for a campaign, they earn $750,000 in revenue, and that is why database reactivation consistently closes at the highest ticket rate. You can also do performance-based pricing here, so charge $3,000 up front and then 5 to 10% of the revenue that comes in through your system. And once you've reactivated their database and you've made them a ton of money, they trust you completely and want to hire you for everything else. Now you know the 5 services. But here's what most builders miss. They think the hard part is the building the technology part, and it's not. The hard part is understanding what business problems they solve and how to communicate that value to close the client. AI voice agents solve the problem of missed leads and expensive call centers. Lead magnets solve the problem of not having enough prospects in the pipeline. Social media automation solves the problem of losing business because you don't look professional online. Referral systems solve the problem of expensive customer acquisition. And database reactivation solves the problem of money being left out on the table. And so if you're wondering which of these closes the most consistent highest ticket deals, database reactivation, because you're working with existing data that has proven ROI potential. A business owner can see exactly how much money they've left out there, and they're willing to pay premium prices to get that back. So now you know what local businesses will pay premium prices for instead of just building random AI projects that are only cool to you. But knowing what to sell is only half the battle. You still need to know how to find these businesses and then how to actually close these deals. If you want to land your first or next AI client, you can take part in the 4-week challenge in my free school community of like-minded people, where you'll find a free course that's honestly better than most paid courses out there, and get direct one-on-one access to me for any questions that you might have. The link to join is down below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.